Now I have a game plan. So, Zaz, what happened last time?
Well, what happened last time is that the party that Colton had set up had its time was now, and of course, Colton and Ashley we already knew about it, but Fiona and Christina were informed of it by Nicole. So we arrived. Fiona arrived first and solicited Rebecca's help in finding Trigon. I think Christina arrived after that, and was also going to help look around, but was also just here to have a good time. Then Colton arrived. I believe he had a few words with Fiona. He avoided Christina and Claudia. And then Ashley arrived and was being sneaky, being stealthy. It was after that eventually people noticed I think it was Colton who noticed first the drugs being handed around. And as the group split off to talk to a few people, Colton sacrificed a man to the lusts of Nicole in order to get some questions out of him. Which the very funny thing was, he would then later use his ability to make sure the man couldn't lie, which was very funny. After that, Ashley also talked to Nicole, and I can't really remember what the fuck they talked about. But then eventually, at that point, Fiona was told that they found that Trigon is in the basement, and as she and Christina went to go interrogate Trigon, Claudia went to go distract Colton, but was then interrupted by Ashley. At that point, that Ashley was then promptly started to be interrogated by Claudia. To which Ashley decided to respond to this by escalating to violence, and almost died. But Colton was able to get into the meeting where Christina was grilling Trigon, and eventually agreed to help him out. Said, we won't tell Abaddon about this. At the very least, we're going to tell Abaddon the version that will make you sound the least guilty there, Trigon. It was after that, Fiona stuck around with Trigon for a bit to talk to him. I think steal a kiss from him as well. While Christina and Claudia went to go interrogate Colton, and basically determined that he has no fucking clue why Ashley was here. He's not working with her right now, at the very least. At that point, Christina left with Claudia. Fiona danced to the rest of the night away, and Colton went to go speak with Maya, where he, first he went to go speak with the guy that he let Nicole fuck the brains out of, and actually got the name Clara, I think it is, something like that. That's the name of the dealer.
Clara, yeah.
Yeah. It was at that point, then he went to go speak with Maya. Had a bit of a talk with her about what exactly the arrangement between them is. To which I believe Maya literally told him, "You know what? Fine. I guess when I sleep with somebody, you can join in. When you sleep with someone, I can also join in." Which, that's a winning deal right there. I would have taken that deal. It's a pretty good deal. He also told Maya about the stuff with Trigon and the drugs. To which then Leon called Christina and Fiona, very upset. To which Christina was then able to very excellently throw Fiona under the bus, by basically just saying, "Listen, I was the one who talked to Trigon. I was the one who was brought going to Nicole. I did the whole fucking job, Leon. I thought she could do one thing. That's my bad." So which Christina then extorted, threatened Fiona, and got a debt out of her for that. Leon basically said, "Fuck ups aren't tolerated after this. Keep it under control." That was directed to everyone, including Claudia. Ashley was recovering in the hospital during this. Meanwhile, the bunch of us got owed a favor to Rebecca because we needed her to give us basically introduce us to the local community in Mount Vernon, so we didn't get just either ghosted or killed upon trying to get in there. It was at that point that Ashley got contacted by a Mr. E and basically said, "You are actually kind of fucked here. Now I can help you, but you owe me, of course." To which Ashley, surprisingly for once, did not in fact tell somebody more powerful than her to go fuck themselves. I generally thought we might just see Shadow kill his character in session 1. I generally thought, session 2, I mean. It was after that Christina and Colton had a meeting in Mount Vernon while Claudia was going to contact somebody to get Ashley's phone opened up so they could find the contacts inside. And yeah, Christina basically said, listen, Fiona's incompetent, Ashley's fucking dumb, so it's us. We're gonna have to work together here, share information, and actually get to the bottom of this. And also said some snippy things about Claudia, actually being very hurt by what he did, and making some snide remarks about their past relation. And I think Fiona, just talked to Nathan some more, right? I can't really remember that much.
No, she was about to.
Well, damn, that's horrible, because it sounds like that was your last chance to have a good conversation with Nathan for
Yes.
maybe forever.
Yes, it was.
I believe.
Listen, I'm using my Oracle abilities, and damn, it's looking bad, Tamara.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, if you were about to have a conversation with Nathan, you can have that if you want.
What? Why the threatening tone? What happened?
Because
No.
Tamara had a court because she thinks Boromir was, quote, a bitch, and that his vibes were off, and that he was kind of pathetic. I'm quoting directly here.
Yeah. There needs to be a response to this.
Listen, I
Nah.
sorry, tomorrow. So I'm sorry.
So yeah,
can't take this.
after this entire, I think yeah, last thing you had was a conversation with Leon and everything. So after that, you headed over to Nathan's dorm.
Yes.
Yeah, so you opened the door. I think you had a short conversation. He was very supportive with you.
Yes, he was.
Now, as those pleasantries get exchanged, he's there for you. He clearly willing to do anything to help you. He played from that scene, that exchange of kind words, heartwarming words, loving words. Clearly, from an outsider's perspective, this looks like just the most genuine, heartfelt, caring, and intimate relationship. As the vision sort of twists and fades, as Abaddon kind of snaps her fingers, Harper says, well, I need your advice with this.
There is probably a grimace on Harper's face. She looks at that. What do you need, Abaddon? I gotta be honest, I don't really like it. I don't really like it.
I mean, was your friend. Is your friend this? The point is, I care about you, Harper, and I don't want to injure Nathan because of someone else's faults.
It seems vastly unfair. Nathan
Does-
didn't really get a say in the whole thing. Someone just decided to, in the guise of their own feelings, take his way. Made this choice for him. One thing if he, I don't know, wanted this, but it's not real. He could be taken away any moment now. And how would he feel about this, knowing this? How long has he been like this?
Well, since you left. Yeah, well, I guess there's also Trigon. She's doing it with
She's-
both.
She's what?
I shouldn't have mentioned that part. Yes, she is playing both ends of the tables. 2 hands.
Why? If Nathan was the be all end all, and oh, I'm getting upset. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, Nathan, I think, is plan A, and I think Trigon's like plan B. She does like plan B quite a lot, though, so there's a lot
Okay.
of that black ink that was being moved around, and well, do you know how he makes that?
No.
Well, through lots of intimate physical contact with the person
Okay.
he's selling it to. So
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. I don't. Her protecting Nathan was all just a. Feels like all just a lie just to make it easier for herself. But I'm watching as. Nathan was my friend too, and I'm watching as he is. Played with. A fake pretend of playing a house that's not even real. His body, mind, and soul is essentially hers.
yes, I mean, he seems very happy, but I'm not sure how accurate that all is.
How can you stand it? How can you pretend like that and not think in the back of your mind if this is really him or it's just what you made him into? Okay. Abaddon, I'll be honest. Zoe, I'll be honest. Nathan is my friend, and he shouldn't have gotten involved in this in the first place. He was trying to help people he thought were in danger, and the only thing he got in exchange is what? His feelings twisted to make someone else happy? That seems not fair. Seems fucking evil a little bit here.
No, it's very evil. Even I wouldn't just keep them around forever. And maybe once or twice you have fun, but
It's like watching a morbid puppet show. And does his dad know? Jackson?
no. I think if he knew, he would have killed her. At least try to.
How can we help Nathan? Says
Well, I can't do anything because I might deal with her. You though, you could make friends.
make friends?
Well, I mean, yes. You know, if devils can't help you, where do you go next? She smiles at you.
It's like a raise eyebrows. I don't think those guys usually like any of the people I like to hang out with.
You're surprised. It's all about how you do the sales pitch.
Okay, I haven't really talked to an angel before.
First time for everything. Listen, you'll do fine.
Okay, what do I say? Hey, can you help me save a friend?
I'll set up the meeting and You explain to her the issue. If you convince her of your plight, might try to send an agent to help Nathan come to his senses. Question is, would you want that for her? Do you want him to realize the trap he is in? It's gonna be a traumatic experience for him.
It is. It's going to be awful. But that's still his right to choose. Everyone made the decision for him. He never even got a chance to say anything, and can't just watch my friend just bleed in front of me and not do anything. He can hate me, hate us. I'll get him out. I'll find him a
You can
place he can.
always talk to her first if you want.
I did that, Zoe. And she still said yes. Do you think that's going to change? Apparently,
Maybe.
apparently there's
least-
been a lot of changes.
Is then she pretending? You can pretend now.
You saw that. Saw how much she just went to him and didn't seem to even flinch. And this Trigon guy, demon, I think talking about it has already passed. And if I hear her try to justify it, I don't think I can take it. I think I'll be... No. This isn't about her. It's about saving Nathan from someone who decided to put a collar on him. It's still going to be ugly, yeah. It doesn't change the fact that he just really deserves to have the right to have his eyes open for that. There's no good way this ends. Because even if I don't do anything, someone else will eventually decide to come along and play.
The one you have to talk to is waiting down door number 5 down the hall.
He nods. Thank you, Zoe.
Of course. I always want the best for you. As we will chat later.
Of course.
So, well, you move. No, Tamara. I believe you were all about honesty. Don't you worry. Honestly, blame Red. She's here. Without her, I wouldn't have been able to do this. As you walk down and go through the door, it sort of opens up as you suddenly find yourself in a side street, kind of small alleyway. As well, you see this. Well, I mean, it's an angel, clearly. It's wings and weird, fucked up looking eyes. I'm gonna post it in Stormcloud so that I'm certain to see it.
Thank you.
As there's a smile and a bow.
Hopper will presumably do the same.
I was told you wanted to speak.
Yes. My name's Harper, by the way. Love to meet you, Miss. What should I call you?
Cassiel.
Castiel. Okay, Castiel. I need help to help save a friend. Friend I've failed. He was trying to help me, help my friends in a bad situation, and only he got hurt so many different ways. And right now he is, I think they call it Bedlam. He's under some spell, I guess, or his soul is owned by someone else who claims to love him, but She's made it so he can only love her. So they play pretend while he just, I guess, is urged to believe it. He doesn't deserve that. No one does. But I understand there's not a lot of people I can turn to, so come asking for help.
I'm here to provide such help, but just warn you that it will be difficult.
He grimaces. I know. He's been there for a while, and I can't imagine how he's gonna feel. But watching it, seeing him like that, it just feels morbid. Feels wrong. He didn't get a choice in this. No one gave him a choice in this. Things are different if he had agreed, but he didn't. She made sure of that. And just because it's ugly doesn't mean the fact that it has to be done.
Sometimes we make choices and consequences will make themselves known at much later date. He did make choices, didn't he?
At least from what I remember, he made choices to help put himself over the line when he didn't have to do that. All he heard was, "You're in trouble." And he said, "I'll be there." I can't just pay that back by making the things that seem easier for me. I've been a shit friend, and I'm trying to correct that. I mean, if you can just make sure he's safe, I don't know, whatever he needs. There are people who is a dad who cares about him.
She smiles as she glances towards like some of the shadows. As there's like a nod before she turns back to you and says, "I may not be able to help him. Your words have not been wasted."
Thank you, Cassiel. Thank you.
Take care. As she extends her wings and one flap, she's gone. You wish it was Zoran. You wish it was Zoran. Yeah. Thank you, Red. Thank you for participating and being here.
I'm sorry, Tamara. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Some angels are nice, but this if anything, this is like one of those like projects where like multiple factions work into that. As well, you wake up in the morning. Well, you don't really sleep, Fiona. You wake up next to Nathan nonetheless. Not sure if you're gonna wake him up or if you're gonna quietly try and leave the room or just stay there for more time.
She's gonna wake him up.
Ready morning.
Yes, it is. I forgot to tell you something yesterday. I'll be heading out of town for a while.
Okay, something wrong?
Just some business stuff.
Think I can help out with?
No, I mean, you still need to go to college and everything, and no, I mean, It will be fine.
You look a bit worried. Are you sure about that? I can skip a couple of classes. No, nothing bad's gonna happen.
No, I'm just I'm going with Christina, and I guess Colton is there as well. It's just gonna be some awkward moments.
Kind of like looks a bit suspicious, but just kind of nods and says, "Say so. I'm fine with them. I don't have. Are they gonna be awkward with? Okay.
It's gonna be fine. You're gonna have a few nice days. I'm gonna miss you.
Gonna miss you too." As he's gonna just give you a kiss.
Just gonna hug him.
Eventually, as you leave his dorm room, waiting down the hallway, there's a familiar face you haven't seen in almost a year now. As he looks at you with it's not a friendly look. As you well recognize, you see the cracked skin as the shadows sort of flow from underneath on the outside. The glowing eyes, bright glowing eyes. And hands between, kind of in his pockets as Jay is just leaning against the wall. As you walk, there's oh, I didn't believe the rumors.
What rumors?
You've become this twisted.
Like twisted?
Yeah, Nathan and Trigon playing with them. They're fucking what? Puppets?
I like them both.
Yeah, I guess children do love their toys.
I mean, they're no toys. They're both important to me.
What's the difference? A toy can be important.
I mean, I'm not playing them.
Okay.
I love Nathan. And for some reason, I'm starting to feel things for Trigon as well. And I don't know what to do.
Well, at least Trigon is in it by choice. Is Nathan in it by choice?
I mean, it feels like it, but no, don't think so.
Gonna give you one chance, Fiona. For all time's sake. Before you leave town, you're gonna unfuck his mind. You're gonna be upfront with him. You're gonna let him have his little panic attack. You're gonna not take advantage of him being vulnerable. You're gonna walk away from him. Leave him alone.
He's gonna hate me.
Maybe he has good reason to.
I guess he does. I mean, I guess it is the right thing. Should have done way earlier. Felt too good to be true.
He just kind of nods before like turns around and like walks away.
Fiona's gonna stay a while in the hallway, turns back and gets back to Nathan.
Ah, fine. With one hand I take, but with one hand I give.
One question: how would she unfuck him?
It's gonna be a. You're probably gonna need to get someone who can bedlam him back. This is gonna be.
Okay.
It's gonna be a complicated process, but not impossible.
Who would she have to ask? Would it be Abaddon?
Probably Abaddon could definitely get someone to do it. But listen, thinking a bit too far ahead. Well, this is happening. Colton, time for you to spring into action.
Spring into action.
Ah, yes.
Well, how are you going to play on this? You know, Grant. You know what? I'm watching you set up these dominoes. I'm a will. I'm not even in the same building, so I'm curious.
What's the last thing you remember? I think you just had a conversation with Maya about your relationship.
No, the last thing I did was talk with Christina.
Ah, that's true. Well, you do. You know what? Time to bring her back.
Bring who back? Grunt? My buddy, my pal.
So you're kind of setting up to get ready to go to Mount Vernon. There's a knock at your dorm room.
I'm gonna look through the people.
You remember Sky, Colton? Well, she's there.
Oh, Sky. The lovely, lovely Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I can't do anything to her, and she can't hurt me, so
Yeah.
let's see how this goes. I open the door.
Well, she kind of like looks at you for a moment. Hey, got a message from Maya.
Okay. What's the message?
Well, she needs you to do something for her.
Uh-huh. What do I need to do?
Apparently, I don't know don't ask questions. I'm just delivering the message. You need to go now to Fiona's room and offer to take Nathan off her hands and help her with that situation from Maya.
And this is a request from her?
Mm-hmm.
AK, this is getting rid of one of those favors, Grunt?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Sure. What am I supposed to do with him?
Like-
Just babysit him?
No. You bring both of them to Maya. Well, she wants to negotiate with Fiona on her own.
Okay. How have you been, Sky? Well, as he's walking out the
Yeah.
door.
Well,
How have
I'm
you
back
been,
here, so I could be better.
Well, you get to see it. You get to meet old friends. You get to hang out with the coolest guy, me. So,
Yeah,
it
I
could be.
also get to visit bumfuck nowhere.
Where were you before here?
I was in Chicago. Then there
what's
was
going on?
the forest in Germany.
How was that?
Cool. Got to
Huh.
kick the shit out of a werewolf.
Always fun. Always fun.
Yeah.
Except I've never had to do that. So maybe. I don't know. I kind of get along with the werewolves here. So please don't do that.
I mean, you just have like the old guy. I guess there's like the basketball player. Still around?
I think he's still around.
Some werewolves are cool, but like that's not the point. The point is you can like punch them so hard, but they'll like keep coming back unless you use like silver or some shit and then kill them.
Neat. So how long you staying around for? Just this or
No, Maya has big plans, so I'll be around. Probably see me more often.
anything I can know about?
Unless she told you, no.
But we're
She raises
basically
an eyebrow.
co-worker. Okay,
Does-
fair enough.
Yeah, but okay, do I look like someone who schemes, Colton?
No, you do not.
I don't ask questions. She like if she gives me a job to do, I'll do the job.
All
If
right.
not, I'll find my own entertainment.
I know what your entertainment looks like, so let's make sure you stay entertained.
Fine, I've been around for a while and know how to behave. I'm dragging all the hunters in the region.
No. We have demons who do that, just not fine enough.
Listen, it's true. Good luck working with them.
It should be fine. Like, how much trouble could they possibly get into? These two possibly get into.
Kind of like makes a grimace. In the sense of, oh boy.
He doesn't know Jay is back, guys. You can't call me a fool for not having that knowledge.
Says, well, listen, you know them better than I do, and I wouldn't want to be in your position.
Well, I don't really want to be in my position, but somebody's got to do it.
That's true. You are, in fact, the local sheriff, I hear.
That's just not gonna wipe off, is it?
Oh, limiting vampire feeding times, succubi around. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not judging. If anything, I can respect it.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna bite me in the ass later. But
Probably.
that's future my problem.
That's what I like to think when I have issues.
That's fine. If I ever get in deep enough, I will have somebody for you to punch eventually.
Chuckles as you eventually kind of break off. As Fiona, as you kind of like almost turn around to walk back, you do see Colton walking towards you down the hallway.
Yep. Howdy.
Hi. Didn't expect to see you here.
Well, you know, I'm like Batman. I know when I'm needed.
I mean, what do I need? I mean, how do you know what I need?
Sounds like you. It seems like you got yourself in a little predicament with Nathan.
Maybe.
And because in the name of our old friendship, I'm here to help.
Do I want to know who told you?
It's nobody bad. Nobody who has anything against you.
You're
But I am
sure
here-
about that?
Yeah, well, listen. If I thought it was a problem for you two, I wouldn't be here. So I'm here to help.
Fine, I guess.
Fiona,
How can you help?
I am going to, well, I'm gonna take you somewhere to help deal with his problems.
Take me where?
I am going to take you to somebody who can fix it.
Can you be more specific?
I am going to take you to a fae I know who can help unfuck this situation.
Oh God. I'm not gonna like this. Fine. I guess.
All right. After get your boy, and I'll meet you out front.
Be you right there. I'm just gonna head to Nathan.
Yeah, as you open the door, he'll look surprised. Hey,
Hi.
forgot something?
Yes, I forgot you.
Ah,
You
that sounds good.
mind coming with?
Nope. Like, just drops whatever he was doing. Grabs his jacket. Follows you out. Smile on his
Yeah.
face.
No, you look lovely today.
Feel like I should at least try and match you.
No need to. I'm just gonna head to Colton.
Yeah, as he kind of looks at you, Colton, as he walks out, kind of gives you a hand wave, shakes your hand.
Hey Nathan, how you been?
I'm doing good. Especially with the sheriff protecting the area.
I hope I haven't stepped on your toes. I feel like I'm doing that a lot lately.
Listen, I don't have deals going around, so but I hear Rebecca's been complaining.
I'm going to talk with her before I leave. Don't worry. If you'll follow me.
As yeah, you lead them both to one of the spring portals as you open the door, and everyone kind of walks through. As Fiona, you find yourself in the warm and flowery sight of Spring Fey Monarch, which is Maya, sitting on this sort of wooden throne as she's up on this podium that's covered in flowers, and it's on this grassy terrain. Feels very soft underneath your feet. As she sees you all enter, smiling, gets up. Wow. It's not some of my favorite people around. How are you doing? That's just gonna give you, Colton, a kiss.
Hi, Maya. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Great. But I hear that having some problems. This a paid visit by a certain shadow dragon. Or is it angel now? I can't keep count.
You
Days
know,
back?
I don't. Yes.
The very smart thing. Didn't anger him. Can't have a temper.
Yes. It had to happen someday.
She kind of twists her hands as like Nathan kind of like looks a bit confused as there's just a wall of vines that kind of sprouts in between you two. As there's like a moment where he like shouts before he gets muted, and this kind of gets covered in vines before the vines just pull him down and eat him up in the earth. Don't worry, I just wanted a bit of privacy with you, Fiona. Talk. So,
Alright. Yes.
what will you do? Are you just gonna bow down to what's his name now, Jay? Gonna bow down to his demands and just give up on everything?
Isn't it the right thing? Not to fuck with people's minds? Be a better person?
Listen. Does the murderer get to decide that though? Like, what's I remember not only wasn't he the one who also killed like your friend's brother? I'm not sure he's like the best spokesperson for morality.
I guess, yes.
So, well, clearly wants you to undo the mindfuckery. So, let's undo the mindfuckery. Let's make the process natural. That's the problem, right? The problem is you've used supernatural means to obtain something that honestly I think you would have just obtained normally if you given enough time, you know? Which I think is your main issue here is time.
I guess, but I mean, if he finds out what happened to him, he's not willing to talk to me. For sure.
No, but I think. Listen, Fiona. My question to you right now is like, how hard do you want you and Nathan, and how much are you willing to, like, how much effort are you willing to put in to at least give it a shot? What if I told you there is a way where you can have, well, both, if you wanted to? That will also make the dragon's request fulfilled, so he can't really bully you because at that point it's personal. And at the very least, I'll ensure that there's no repercussions from Abaddon herself.
I mean, how do you want to do that?
Well, I'll be honest. Considering how long he's been in this state, it will not be an easy process, but we take him and Trigon, we break down some of the conditioning, and we rebuild them. And everything can happen naturally. No supernatural means, no. Just simple persuasiveness. You know? You and the two of them sitting down and doing fun things together. Until they sort of get on the same page with what you want.
I mean, the whole rebuilding process sounds like supernatural.
It's not, I assure you. Now, the environment, that will be supernatural because funny thing about me controlling time, I can give you a lot of time. With enough time, people can be guided towards the right opinion.
Yes, guided. That's one way to put it.
All you need to do is, well, what do you want them to love you? Do you want them to worship you? Do you want them to compete for your attention? What do you want them to be like? Just curious.
I just want someone who loves me. But
Well-
I'm not sure that's the way I want it to happen. Again.
Well, you can always, I guess, turn back and. Well, I mean, Nathan will most likely hate you and never want to talk to you. I'll be honest, I don't think Trigon. I don't think. Listen. He's a demon. Maybe he's just using you for his own benefits. I think we can change that. Both of them. Why have only one person who loves when you can have two? maybe more. But, well, let's keep it simple for now. Imagine yourself sitting on a chair and one man on each side, offering their feelings, their good intentions, their attention to you.
Sounds like a dream.
You like making dreams come true. I shall wink towards you, Colton.
Hey, Colton just remains silent.
I do believe you, but maybe it just stay a dream for now.
If you're fine with having everything you've worked for up until now, just crumple into dust and amount to nothing, I feel like that would be a very sad tale. I think you, Nathan, and, well, I guess Trigon a bit in the background, I think you can form a wonderful relationship. Just, isn't it good though to be on top, Fiona? Be in control. You're gonna let that slip away through your fingers.
I mean, it does feel amazing.
What's
Gotta
wrong
give
with
you
it then?
this. Everyone telling you it's wrong and not morally correct and
How can
just
listen?
using him.
Yes, listen. That's see. You use the problem is you use these words that are not correct. You don't use him. Fiona. You love him. You care for him. You take care of him.
But does he really love me without magic? Without
Yes. Well,
spending too much time?
how about
without...
we let you figure that out with him? How about
I just
give it a try? What's the harm? Worst case scenario, you figure out he doesn't. Go back. Best case scenario,
this case he does love me.
mm-hmm.
I just don't like the sound of rebuilding him. I don't want him to go through
I'm not
anything
gonna
harmful.
torture him, Fiona. But there is a lot of mental manipulation that has happened that has to be undone. So that has to happen no matter what you want. I think you would look lovely with one man on each arm.
I mean, I can imagine it to be quite good, yes.
And she's gonna get in close, she will interlock her arm with yours. As kind of drags you a bit away from Colton. As you walk through this sort of garden that starts materializing in front of you. As you see Nathan sort of kind of just hanging in standing in the middle of this open area surrounded by rose bushes upon rose bushes. As let him. It's right there. You can. All you need to do is follow my lead and make love to him right now, right here. I will handle all the background. think it's time you two had an intimate moment without bedlam, without, well, plenty of magic around you, but not inside your mind.
I gotta give it this. You're good at this. But you know, I, 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 I do love him, but I think it's for the best.
You let him suffer alone in despair, sad and crying after something that could have been so beautiful. Instead of catching him when he is about to fall, just let him go. Sure, he may survive the landing, but he survived it intact.
I mean, it's a many fish in the sea. I mean, he probably will find someone else.
Or maybe he'll just fall into bad habits, start doing reckless things. Maybe he will engage in self-hatred, not understanding why you left him after all that time. It's really unknown how someone's mind will react. You have to undo so much conditioning. Or you can be here for him when he exits out of it. You can catch him. You can help him not fall into this deep, dark pit of sadness and sorrow.
What's in it for you?
And let this long enough to know that favors are what makes the world go around. Say you owe me a few. And by a few, I mean mechanically 3 favors.
What?
And I will make sure that it will be the perfect environment for the 2 of you to bond. Maybe the 3 of you. 2 winks.
Have you done this before?
No. But if I fail, then that's on me. Don't own me anything then.
But what will happen to Nathan if you fail?
Well, you'll just be very, very sad.
And even more broken?
No. That's not something that's that's not something in the cards. I'll be honest, there's nothing, I'm not doing much that I can fail at. The only thing that might go wrong is if you suddenly back out in the middle of the process. And as long as you don't do that, I think failure is not an option.
I'm still not sure. I I do love the sound of it. But I'm not sure if that's something he wants.
You will never know until you do it.
How much time would it take?
Time is relative here. As long as you need. It will be a memorable experience, to say the least. As he come back from the mental manipulation, you need to be there and guide him through the recovery process.
You know, no. I mean, manipulating him again. It's no. I've done it several times.
Suit yourself then. So maybe I'll just have fun with them on my own.
Wait, what did you just say?
I mean, if you don't want Nathan or Trigon, I can take him off your hands.
Oh, no. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sorry. You are under the apprehension that just because you're not gonna do it, nobody else will. That's a sweet idea, my dear, but just because you want to uphold some arbitrary moral values doesn't mean other supernaturals will. I think this may be a good lesson for you if you decide to not take them for your own.
I mean, you got Colton, isn't that enough?
No?
Does he know that?
Oh, he will find out. We have a deal.
You have a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he agreed to it.
Yeah. He and him have a special relationship. Don't you worry about that one. You can ask him if you want.
I might do it later.
So, what is it gonna be?
I'm gonna hit myself for this. I'm not gonna do anything. You can, if you put one hand on him.
Oh, I will fuck him. I mean, you can stay and watch if you don't believe me. I'll put many hands on him. Many times. As she's gonna let go of your arm and start like walking towards him slowly.
I will take the deal.
Man's waiting for you.
Thank you, Maya.
As you approach Nathan, she smiles and nods. As soon as you approach Nathan, there's like walls of vines sort of surround both of you, giving you intimacy. As he like suddenly becomes aware of your presence. Ah, okay, I was wondering where you went. You okay?
Yeah. Everything's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, you suddenly look very worried. What's going on?
I guess things will change.
Okay. As vines sort of and latch onto him. He like tries to struggle against them, but like suddenly there's a clear jolt of pain going through his body as he is kind of like starts grimacing as God, my head it hurts so much as he kind of goes down on his knees. He's like struggling with the pain.
Should we go on her knees and take his head and kiss him on the head?
You do that, you hear a faint whisper. Remember, know what you have to do when he wakes up from this. Show him your love. And this process will take, you're not sure, minutes, maybe an hour passes before the vines sort of retreat from him and he just kind of collapses into you, breathing heavily. Before he like looks up and says, what's going on? Why?
Are you okay?
What happened?
I just gonna hug him. Things got better. Both of us.
As you like hug him, he's gonna keep mumbling. Feels weird. As you hear another whisper, if you a bit more forceful, if you will. As he will kind of start trying to kind of break off the hug.
He's gonna go in for a kiss.
And as you do that, he is clearly caught off guard, but sort of starts like melting into you as like he stops fighting. As you both kind of fall into the grass and leaves. Fiona gonna go for it now at this point.
Yes, she would.
As he is clearly confused and but will eventually give in as it gets easier. And during the act, there's a moment where your attention gets drawn as sort of the wall of vines sort of part as the very confused and befuddled Trigon gets like kind of stumbles in as he sort of like fumbles as he collapses on one knee, looking very shocked at this. As Fiona, there's another whisper from Maya. Don't back down now. You want them both? You can have them both.
Fiona's gonna look at Trigon.
Same look of confusion and what's going on here? What?
Trigon?
Yeah?
we can make this work. All three of us.
And that is like a moment of like confusion, as it's not like, you're right. The whisper again happens. It now is just seal the deal. I need only an affirmative or a negative on that one.
Yes.
As
Jeez.
you grab him by the hand and kind of pull him in, and the vines just kind of close, providing a complete intimacy for the acts that are about to happen there. As the Colton, you see Maya walking back, looking very happy with herself.
So I'm guessing it went well.
Well, she did fight it at first, but then I reminded her that, well, not everyone's gonna be as nice as I am. She realized that I could just take both of them from her. Well, changed her mind. Just glad, because not really my type, I like the more serious and straight-faced as she looks at you and smiles.
Playing chicken with you seems like a very losing proposition when she didn't have any cards to play.
Well, I do enjoy preying on the desperate sometimes.
Well, she put herself in that position, and as much as I do have a soft spot for the people over there, this outcome was inevitable at some point. Better you than somebody else, I guess.
Listen, I know that she was threatened, so, well, I figured, hey, you don't need a bedlam, and you can just condition people normally. I've started to study a lot of human methods for, well, torturing people. Many forms of torture. I think the carrot and the stick is a fun one. Apply that for years and years, and anyone will break. But I'm glad this is the fun option. It's gonna be fun seeing what she's gonna do next.
Well, what do you think she's gonna do next?
I got some favors out of her for this, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna make her do more evil things. Where can she go, I wonder?
Any particular reason, or just for amusement?
Seems fun. I can also get to toy with one of Abaddon's minions. A bit of an ego boost for me, personally.
Careful, Abaddon doesn't seem like the kind that likes to share.
You would be surprised. She winks at you.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else you need?
Won't mind some company, but I know you have so many things to do.
I always have time for you, sweetheart.
We'll sit down at the table, some tea and cake. Gonna spend some time just talking with you a bit. As which scenes from now? Christina, what's the last thing you've been up to?
Well, the last thing she did was get the info from Claudia that the phone was cracked. So she's arranging a meeting. She's trying to get contact with these cardinals because really hoping that Ashley's just a loose cannon amongst otherwise competent and normal people.
You know what? I think Yeah, I think Claudia set you up with them. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was mentioned. You mentioned last session that it would be easy to set up something with them, but we didn't
Yeah.
do anything with that. We just mentioned it would be easy to do so.
Yeah. So yeah, Claudia would approach you maybe a few days later and says, "So I have someone who can set you up with the hunters, neutral ground, I guess."
Well, that's good.
Yeah, seems kind of well. I don't particularly like this, but I guess it'll keep you safe and get you the meeting.
What don't you like about it?
Yeah, they seem rather mysterious, but not in the good sense.
All right.
Yeah. Well, in any case, they got me the meeting. And she's gonna like give you an address of a bar and a time. This will be one of the older hunters, a guy by the name of Graham.
Seeing a little nod. Thank you, love.
She's gonna smile and nod. Says, "Be careful with them."
Tina will just say, "Don't worry, don't worry. I'll be careful. Just want to. Can only assume they didn't send Ashley here to start a fight if they only sent one person. So hopefully we can clear up this misunderstanding."
She nods. As sure there's anything you want to do before the meeting.
You know, I think I'm gonna try to. How long do I have before the meeting?
Oh, probably like a day or two. It's not like immediately.
Yeah, you know what? With Soothsayer, I'm just going to paint a picture. And you know what? I really do want some information going into this. I'm going to try to paint a picture of Ashley.
Yeah.
So, yep. Success.
Ashley. Well, you like the fact that you somehow fucked Shadow retroactively.
It's very nice of him not to be here this session, so he cannot, in fact, countermand me or resist me at all.
Yeah. This will. It's a bit funny.
He's getting the Darius treatment this game. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Let's look over my folder of supernatural creatures. You know what? Why not? Why not? I've never had one of these before.
Oh, sampling some new delicacies, Grunt.
Yeah, it's time for some seafood. as you start painting, you let yourself, the instincts take over. You don't even realize what you are painting until it becomes sort of clear through the sort of very vague outline that contrasts itself. Dark, deep blues on a very faded gray background. You take a step back once you're done, and you realize there's the moon shining down in the ocean, and well, you see, well, you realize it's sort of it's a woman. Maybe Ashley, maybe someone else, because it's from the back, so you can't really tell for certain, and it's not detailed enough. But what's detailed and clear to you, and well, the focus of this painting, are the octopus tentacles rising up from the ocean, sort of coiling around the woman, almost like dragging her down deeper.
This. So it's a woman, maybe Ashley, but I can't tell exactly. It's dragging the woman down.
Yeah, the tentacles are dragging her down.
Now, Grant, I do get to ask one follow-up question too.
Yeah.
And can I read any motivations in the creature? Does it seem like a mindless creature? Does it actually seem like it is sentient, aware?
Whatever the creature is, it seems like the idea is it wants to drag the woman deeper into ocean, and this is more than just a metaphor. It's trying to sort of latch itself onto the woman. The creature itself is clearly sentient. Now, it's up to you to interpret what the ocean stands in for. It could be schemes, intrigues, mysteries. One thing is clear. Stay too long underneath water, you will drown eventually.
Quite the interesting thing. You know, with this, and with recent happenings, I think I'll let's just send Leon a text and ask him if he can send anyone to pick up I made a painting recently related to the investigation, and I'll give him some of the details about it. I'm about to have a meeting with some hunters that Ashley was a part of. When I painted Ashley, it came up to this. Is there any way you could have somebody come to pick it up? I'd like someone to, maybe another person to take a look into this.
Okay, sure. Yeah, they'll send someone. Should I post the image? Should I post the image now? I'll save it for next session, maybe. No.
Save it, yeah. Could you give it to me?
I'm gonna post it for the people here to see it, and then I'm gonna do shadow see. It's fine, don't worry about it. She looks friendly.
Huh.
She looks friendly.
Huh.
Exactly.
Would Shadow be more fucked over by me doing nothing and letting him drown, or would he be more fucked over by me, like, trying to push his head under the water?
I think his head's gonna be pushed underwater regardless at this point. You literally manifested an enemy for him. What more do you want to do?
Oh my! Wait! This NPC didn't exist?
No.
Before I did this?
No.
That's very funny. That's actually so funny. Soothsayer is so powerful. I need to paint more people. Holy shit. You're fucked, Tick. I'm gonna kill you.
Fuck!
Have I been given a gun to make? Have I been given the gun to make enemies?
Now I'll say
Oh,
this
I'm
is
gonna kill you.
This is in combination. This is in combination with Shadow missing a session, so it kind of compounds the effect.
All right, put that gun down there, Zaz. Listen. We can talk about this.
Yeah. You can owe me a debt, asshole.
Yeah. So, other than that, is there anything else you would like to do?
Oof. Other than that, you know. Huh. Honestly, I think like Christina would keep Colton a little updated in that she's arranging a meeting with Ashley's like boss.
I'll be
but
honest.
like not give me any more details.
I'll be honest. Colton's out of reach for the next 2 days.
For 2 days.
Yeah.
Uh,
You think Maya's just gonna like let you like have a nice little date for like what 15 minutes? No. It's gonna take a while for Fiona to like be done with the other two.
Jesus Christ.
And honestly, not really. No, I don't think there's much like to do, especially if like Fiona's also, I can assume, is also
Yeah.
like out of contact.
Which is a bit weird.
You know, I think I'll maybe pass that along to the guy picking up the painting, just to be a dear informally on that. They're both not available. Maybe I'm just being maybe Christina's just being paranoid, but given the last time stuff like this happened, Maya found something out that she shouldn't
You
have.
need to stop shooting people's ass. Like I don't.
See, people pull out guns. People pull out pistols to shoot other people. I pull out the minigun.
Yeah, I guess the demon will relay the message as probably like in the same day that you have like the meeting, maybe a few hours before, you'll get an actual call from Leon.
Oh, Leon, darling.
So you're saying she's not answering your messages or calls? She sounds very pissed off.
Now, I have a question. It's like when I send the messages, is it more like the messages, like, does it, because in Four Seasons, when we were in, like, courts and shit, it would just come up, like, person's not available, like...
It's out of signal, it's out of range.
Oh, it'd be one thing if she was just ghosting me, Leon. I understand I'm not the most popular person, but it's more like she's out of signal, out of range, and I don't know how she could have gotten so far away in just a day's time.
Yeah. Hey, I don't like keeping tabs on people, but you do me like, have you seen Nathan around campus?
I've not. Grant, have I seen him around campus?
No. He's been in fact missing same time period.
No, in fact, give me 1 second. I'll try to send him a message. Does it also come up no
same
signal?
problem.
He's also out of signal.
Yeah, Trigon went missing as well. I don't like this. Why am I... Thank you for telling me this. This is actually...
As well, Christina will just say, of course, darling, always happy to help. I'm about to, by the way, I'm about to have a meeting with, like I said, Ashley's boss, to try to see if we can't, hopefully what happened between Ashley and Claudia, which is a misunderstanding. Is there anything you want me to bring up with them, or...
Oh, you clearly know what the fuck you're doing, so no. I have to recuperate 3 missing assets now. Holy shit. I have to deal with the Fae as well. I bet, because Colton's missing. That means that bitch Maya's. I hate my life.
If you need it, Sky does owe me a favor. If you need it, I'm not sure how helpful that would be, but I think Sky and Maya are still close.
Yeah. Listen, keep that in your back pocket. Might be useful later. Thanks for your help on this one. As yes, in fact, you do get to add one favor with Leon because you helped him a lot by selling these people out.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. As get to head off to Mount Vernon, find the random bar been given the address to. As you walk in, you will see someone immediately kind of wave you over. This older man in his like 50s.
Nah, Christina will take a seat.
I guess you're the demon. I'm Graham. The Cardinals.
Christina, an old college friend of Ashley.
Doesn't really say anything to that. Let's that statement sit for a few seconds before just moving on. So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to talk about is why exactly did Ashley come back to college and immediately pick a fight with one of my coworkers while we were handling a very sensitive investigation?
Maybe because your coworker's been a bit too much of a fucking bitch. Bit too aggressive there with their taunting. You know she'd like fucking cast flames or some shit towards her, right?
I am aware. We've had words with her.
So I would be honest, keep that attitude a bit in check. Let's just call it a mutual fuck up and move on. Tell me why you actually wanted to talk with me.
As Christina's just going to say, I think we all have a vested interest. There are a few parties that are investigating the pills that let people see through glamour.
Yeah.
Well, myself and a friend of mine, an associate, I should say, Colton, have made some headway in that, and we want to work with you here. I just need to know that Ashley is not going to... I'm a little worried that if she gets a hold of sensitive information, she is going to blow the lid, metaphorically.
I get that concern. She is new at this. We'll make sure she doesn't do that. Okay? Everyone wants this problem fixed. No casualties.
Christina nods. And she'll mention the, she will mention, and she actually should say, now, for the, in the interests of cooperation, and she will mention basically Clara and Victor, that basically that they are the two suspects they have currently, and like the information that they've gathered about them so far.
You'll nod.
and she'll essentially she'll leave out the stuff like related to Trigon and stuff like that.
Yeah. You'll say, as you like finish explaining some of the deals, you'll say, once we get in touch with Ashley, figure out a way we can all cooperate on this without stepping on each other's toes too much. Sound good?
That is good. And there's one other thing. This one's more of a thing, more personal. I sometimes get wonderful glimpses of the future.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful gift I have. When I painted Ashley before coming to this meeting, I painted I'll actually show him the photo because I would have taken like a picture of the painting. It was this. And it's, I think she might be in more trouble than she realizes. So just look out for her. She was my friend once, and I don't actually want to see her get hurt or worse.
Appreciate it. Out of it, Ram has.
Luckily for Shadow, my overwhelming desire to fuck him over is overridden by my desire for Christina to have nets with people.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually. Guess, is there anything else you would like to talk with him?
Honestly, nah, not really anything in specific. Just sort of like after that, the talk will sort of just go towards like she's already mentioned Colton,
Yeah.
and she can say that she can arrange a meeting with Colton if he wants, because he's the other party that's also that was independently investigating this.
Well, yeah, maybe in the future. This would have been a more fruitful meeting, but Shadow is absent, so unfortunately I have to work with incomplete data. But yeah, you know what? You can give me a roll here. You can roll me figure someone out.
Figure someone out. Partial success.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you. You can clearly tell that he is also like, as you're wondering, like, hey, why did these people send Ashley? You also realize throughout this in conversation, and the fact that he is a bit hesitant to just sort of take over. This is also a training mission for Ashley, like an actual like big thing. See if she can handle herself. Like these people could probably step in a bit more heavily, but they want to let her handle as much as possible. Push her.
All right.
There's nothing else, then I will say this as I switch back to Colton as you finished your lovely time with Maya. You walk back out into the mortal realm. Your phone dings with several messages from Christina. Messages that are like 2 days old, by the way. You are on mute, Tick, so I'm not sure if you're...
Cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna call up Christina at that point.
Christina, you are at the bar right now. As
Oh, I'm at the.
well, he is at the bar. You are just on campus.
Yep. Sorry.
Colton is calling you.
Is this near the end of the meeting?
Yes.
Well, Christina will say, well, I would excuse myself to take this, but I think the meeting's more or less finished for now anyways. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise, I guess. We'll
Yeah.
speak soon.
Speak soon. As Christina will walk away and like answer the phone, then I should say, Colton, darling.
So
I just had a very fruitful meeting.
how did it go?
Well, I walked into and she'll kind of like quiet down as now she's like, as she's walking out, getting back to her car. Well, I walked into a hunter's bar and I didn't get shot. And I actually, he was a very reasonable man. I think where we have a third partner in our investigation.
Are you sure this is related to Ashley? Because reasonable doesn't sound like what we've been seeing.
Well, I think Ashley is going to be getting a stern talking to. I think she's botching her training so far.
She's in training? Oh, no. Okay, well, yeah, so fair enough. I guess write her off for now. You were right.
Well, the thing is, they kind of want to see her to handle this, so we're still probably going to have to work with her. But, look, hopefully, after they talk with her a bit, we'll have a more, beneficial relationship. But anyways, that's why I wanted to talk to you. I didn't know if you wanted to be in on the meeting as well, but, well, I offered to get you in contact with him anyway, so you'll probably get the chance to talk to him soon enough.
Yeah, sorry, I was busy with other things.
Yes, out of signal. Interesting. I remember quite a lot when people were out of signal a year ago. How's Maya doing?
Fine. Had some stuff I had to take care of.
Reasonable, of course. We all have our employers. Just don't forget, we are on a time-sensitive investigation, so if you're all going to disappear like that, maybe inform some people. Don't want anyone waiting up, letting opportunities slip by.
I'll be honest, I was not expecting to. He looks at the calendar on his phone. Be gone 2 days. That was not the plan.
For you, Colton, it's been a few hours.
That's why I looked at my calendar on my phone, like to see what the date was. Like I wasn't expecting to be gone. I was gone for like 3 hours.
Listen, I don't blame you. The courts were very fun. They were very wonderful.
Anything else I should know coming down the pipeline that's gonna bite me in the ass?
Not really, no.
Okay. Ain't nothing major happened in 2 days.
Oh, not really. We're still waiting on the go-ahead from Rebecca that this is all good. Though, I mean, honestly, at this rate, I might be able to get myself into Mount Vernon.
That's probably for the best, to be honest. I don't like being reliant on one person anyway. It makes things too off. The balance of power gets a little off kilter.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't feel the balance of power is that off kilter. Throwing Rebecca one favor is not the worst thing, and honestly, I think I get along with Rebecca just fine.
I think she's a very pleasant person to work with. I'm just saying in general.
Colton, the power imbalance. You're fucking a monarch. You have the powers of a sword. I don't think. How imbalanced could the power be?
thinking back to what just happened. You can be surprised sometimes.
Now that is correct. Your ability to swing a knife is not quite equivalent to the ability to see the future, but we all have our gifts.
Mm. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, if you need something, let me know on my end. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you when we get there.
Yes. Talk to you later. As Christine's gonna hang up, and she will send a text to Leon that says, Colton was in the courts with Maya. He's out now. If you want to talk to him, send someone to talk to him.
No need. I'll talk directly to the source. As
Appreciate you.
Listen, don't worry. Like I've got your back. You'll never have to interact with Abaddon's mooks.
Thank you, Ron. I appreciate you. Have I ever told you how great a benevolent ruler and God you
Now,
are? You are.
You may have thought I jumped off Team Titanic in the last session, but in fact, I did leave a cardboard cutout of myself on Team Titanic, so I could jump back onto it at any moment.
As Fiona, for what, honestly, time kind of lost meaning after a while. As you walk back out between the vines and the garden, both of them looking quite happy with the arrangement. Happy and satisfied, and taking in your every step as Maya is waiting for you at the other end of the long, almost tall archway made from flowers. And she sees you. So she says, "So, how was it? How does it feel?"
It does feel amazing.
Sometimes you should just not feel bad, for having fun and enjoying things. Makes life much more easier.
I guess you're right. But I guess that's till the others find out.
Don't worry. So you'll do just fine. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Remember, nobody plays by the rules. Only those who want to lose.
Take a better word. Thank you, Maya.
My pleasure. As you see a door opening for you. As
Ooh,
go ahead.
where are Nathan and Dragon? Still there? Or
Yeah,
did-
no, they're like walking behind you. They're
Oh,
right there
okay,
with you.
okay. She's gonna go.
As walk into a very familiar club. As the club music hits you, the rhythm of the bass. That's not the thing that shocks you though. The thing that does shock you, as soon as you walk through the doors, holding Trigon with one hand, Nathan with the other. Three of you pass the threshold and you find yourselves close to the dance floor. That's where, at one of the side tables, you can see her and she can see you. Red, I hope you're awake. As Harper, you do see Fiona holding both Nathan and Trigon by a hand. As you're just out here relaxing with Jay for a moment.
What the fuck?
Two of you just kind of see each other. As Jay kind of looks back at you and says, "Shit."
What the f- that?
As
Fiona would try to avoid them and just head to the dance floor.
Yeah.
Nope.
Go ahead, Harper.
She gets up, beelines it straight to her. Cuts it immediately. Fiona,
Harper, hi.
we need to talk now.
As
Do we?
both Trigon and Nathan look at you very worried, Fiona. And Nathan says, "You're gonna be okay."
I'm sure, yes. I'm gonna be fine.
And
She's gonna be
Harper,
she-
for the first time, they both look at you with clear, like a bit of hostility.
The smile she gives is all teeth.
As yeah, I mean, you can grab her and sort of drag her off to the side.
Do we get a room grunt in the back area, or is it just like it's
Oh.
a corner in the club?
You can go to a separate, like you can leave this place in like one of the hallways and find like an actual room.
Yeah, I think she wants to have a private conversation about this. Do you want to? Okay, you know what? Explain this to me so it doesn't look bad. What the fuck, Fiona?
Do you want
Tell
the
me-
whole story?
Yes, yes, because the assumptions I'm making, I'm hoping they're completely wrong.
Fine. So, Jay came by and threatened me. Told me if I'm not letting Nathan go and undo his mindfuckery, something bad's gonna happen. I went back to Nathan and someone else offered something and offered to help me with Nathan. And I thought it was to undo his mindfuckery. I wanted to. I really wanted to. But Nathan would have gotten hurt either way. And I didn't want to give him in the hands of Maya. So here we are.
Flygon just appeared there too?
Trigon got in between.
I'll wait.
Sorry, I had to cough.
Hey.
I mean, he was there, and
He was there, and you decide to talk it out and decide to negotiate a relationship that works between you both, right? For all three of you, you talk to each other. I mean,
mean,
mine fucked him.
I mean, I hope Maya did. She said she wouldn't mind fuck him.
You hoped? You don't know, but you hoped? Oh my god.
I had no other choice.
You had no other choice.
I
Is
said
that-
no. I said
Why'd
I wanted him to unfuck. But she then said she's gonna do it on her own and she's gonna take him and do God what knows. And I couldn't take it. I didn't want to get him into her hands.
Oh, you gotta understand how this looks and sounds to me, Fiona. Why'd
It
you even
sounds
go to?
bad.
Why'd you even go with Maya in the first place? You know she's not your friend.
I didn't know it was Maya exactly. Someone else took me to her.
Who would you trust to go with? Oh my god, was it Colton?
It was Colton.
Fucking shit, Fiona. God. What about Trigon? I don't understand where he comes into the equation. Was he just there?
I mean, he was at one point. Maya. I'm not sure how she did it, or she just summoned him. I don't know, but he was there, and then we spent a lot of time together, the three of us.
So you put yourself in a position where Maya controlled the narrative and you said yes to her schemes. You understand that this is gonna blow up in your fucking face, right?
Yes, I understand.
Why are you okay with this?
I am not.
So you're gonna undo what this was, find someone else who can undo it properly, right? Because you just, it sounds like to me, you just were given two dudes on a plate and you mind fucked them further. It sounds like the mind fuck was fucked to both. Colton has the excuse that he has working for her, but you didn't. And I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. How did we get here? You already own him, body and mind and soul, Fiona. What? Were you gonna humiliate him further?
I don't want to.
This isn't real, Fiona. This is just a game you can play to make yourself feel better. And it's gonna blow up in your face when someone decides to unfuck it because it's not real. It can be taken from you if at any moment. Then you have to explain to them both why you decide to do this. And what? You think that they're not gonna be cool with it? You took away their choices, their autonomy, their personhood, and made it so it fit.
So you rather have Maya take them and, I don't know, do whatever she wants to them?
You could have went to go find someone else to help you in the situation. Abaddon. You could have looked for anyone, because the only thing you're telling me here is that you heard that she wanted them first, and you decide no one else can have them.
I just wanted them to be safe.
I know you wanted them to be safe, Fiona. I know. I understand that part. I understand that part, but how long has it been since the original 4 seasons ago? It's been like 6 months, a year?
Almost a year.
You've kept Nathan like this for a year, and you've been fucking Trigon for fucking ink for some reason. Do you even paint any with that?
I mean, some, yes. I mean, he's a nice guy. And
Don't you just go with him and let Nathan choose someone else?
and have what happens if we undo this mindfucker? What if he goes on a killing spree or kills people and I don't know.
Nathan would do that. He's not that type of guy. If nothing else, he's one of the best guys around. Why would you just assume he's gonna start murdering people after having a horrific situation happen to him? Is it just easier to assume the worst option, the fact that you broke a man? Does his dad even know? Of course he doesn't know. That's right, he doesn't fucking know.
I mean, I wanted to let him go. I was there. I thought Maya could help him and could undo everything. So I just leave town and not see him again and tell him what happened and set everything straight.
I believe you believe that, Fiona. I really do. But every opportunity to undo this, you've decided not to do. Like, I get it. This whole
knock at your door.
shit. Not Fiona. Harper goes to like crack the door open to see who it is.
Nathan, Trigon, and Jay just in the back. Nathan, as you kind of open it, says, "Can we like talk about this, or are you just gonna?"
Sure. Opens the door.
As they all come in, and Jay just kind of like stands at the door, like he's just not wanting to engage with this entire thing. But Nathan looks at the both of you and says, "Okay, so what's the problem? And we can just feel like there's some animosity here."
Looks to Fiona with a raised eyebrow. How much do they fucking know, Fiona?
Listen to me, Harper. I know everything. It's
Okay.
fine. I don't care.
Okay. Okay. So you're fully aware about the whole mind
Yeah.
white bullshit, okay?
Yeah.
You're fully aware she has your soul, and you're fully aware she decided to fuck you both. And I guess that's part of the whole thing. That's what I'm getting here?
Yes. You want answers to all of those like one at a time, or there's like a special order?
Nope, don't need to be sassy, queen. I'm getting the gist. Okay. And you, she kind of like looks to Trigon. You're cool with this too? I don't know. I'm asking, but I just want to make sure.
He nods, says, "Oh, a bit weird, but I'm coming around to that."
It was a bit weird, Fiona, but he's coming around to it. See? Look at that. Okay? I can't really say much because I really don't know how real this whole thing is. You know what? But you're
Fine though. That's why we have the special buttons. We have special buttons.
special what?
Give you one. You see, there's your partials. Well, it's clear to you, Harper, that Nathan he's not bedlammed. It's like, it's his normal personality. It doesn't seem to be altered. Whereas Trigon seems to be just that slightly off. If you were to hazard a guess, Nathan has been unbedlammed, although I'm not sure what happened to him to get him on board with all of this. Whereas Trigon, in fact, he has been probably mindfucked. A bedlammed a bit, but a lot actually. He looks a bit sort of out of it, spaced.
Well, I understand. Well, can you explain how you've come to this conclusion, Nathan? Just to make sure I understand the full picture. I apologize for asking to reiterate.
Okay, imagine you wake up in the middle of falling down. You fall down this deep, dark hole, and it's horrible and it's painful. You're scared and you're confused. And then you just have someone catch you, pull you out of it. What she did to me. Yanked me out of that pit of shit.
The pit of shit she made.
Oh. Kind of like rolls his eyes. I understand why she did it. She was scared. She was afraid. And I like it. I enjoyed everything that happened between us.
Run. I'm gonna roll to figure that one out right quick. Give me a second. Where the fuck is the buttons at?
Yeah. It's the basic moves.
Yeah, gotcha. Ah, God. Complication.
He seems very determined, very steadfast.
I understand. I think I understand exactly what's going on. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go, do something else that's not in this fucking room right now. It's to turn away. She needs to go have a conversation with someone else
Yeah.
named Abaddon.
As you walk out, Jay follows behind. As Nathan just rushes to you and says, "You okay?"
Yes, I'm fine. Thanks. I'm just gonna take us in.
Yeah, he's gonna just kind of pull you in for a hug. Trigon also kind of approaches and says, "Listen, she'll judge you for it, but we both know that you did the best you could. Crap situation."
Yes, I guess yes. I mean, she was always the judgy type.
Well, it's easy to judge from up top.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, Harper, where are you heading off? Are you heading off the VIP area to talk to Abaddon?
Yeah, she is.
As Jay will kind of follow you a bit, like, I also feel like I'm partially responsible for this. Oh, fuck it up. Oh.
Honey, sweetie, love of my life. Maybe you went about it the wrong way, but it doesn't change the fact that the choices she made were her own.
Well, Castiel told me that it would have just been easier if I just them up.
Beating them up would have made not things better, that's for sure. Look, even if you went to her to tell her what she had to do, she had to make the decision on her own. Someone else just saw that she was desperate and put her in a corner where she couldn't say no. Doesn't mean I like it, but that's the way it is. You didn't do this. Maya has a bit of blame in this too.
As you eventually walk up to Abaddon, as she looks up at you. Something happened?
Yeah, it seems, well, right now, Fiona has 2 hands, and each one has a man named Nathan and Trigon, apparently. And, look, I'm not sure about Nathan. That seems like a whole fucked up situation made worse. But Trigon has definitely been bedded on by, I guess, Maya. The Fae Queen, or whatever her name is.
Okay.
How do I unfuck this situation? I don't think I have this ability.
Harper. Jay, why won't you be a sweetie and just bring us a couple of while me and Harper have some cuddle talk? And she like pats the couch next to her,
Yeah, Harper will take a seat.
just nods and wanders off. Harper, you're not aware with current events, but Trigon fucked up really bad. Mostly a useless asset at this point. I don't give a shit about him.
Okay.
His little fucking black pills have gotten me into so much shit because there's a copycat that now is causing so many problems. So he played with fire, he got burnt. And Nathan, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I can tell you one thing, he's not being... seemed to be Himself? Question mark?
It's hard to say. It's the way that they describe it. Look, I understand there's a lot I don't know, and there are probably some things move in the background.
You seem to think that just because supernaturals have easier way of doing things, that the classical old-fashioned style is unachievable. You can convince people, persuade them with just normal words and actions.
All I see is that eventually this is just going to turn on its head and turn ugly for everybody involved. Regardless how I feel about Spina's situation, she still was my friend, and it feels like she's putting herself deeper and deeper into this fucking mindset, this fucking hole that she's not coming up for air. And
What about this just bothers you? I thought you had given up the whole friendship at this point. Yeah, clearly not your friends, Harper. So
Yeah, I know.
why do you care so much?
Yeah, maybe it's a bit of projection. I lived a life when I didn't really have much in the way of choice, and Nathan was my friend. He was trying to help, and I was so busy with other shit that I didn't even notice he was in trouble. And now I have what? If I can't help him at all, I just leave and say it's okay. Look, I know eventually I'm gonna have to just give this up because there's only so many times you can interfere before it just makes things worse. And I'm gonna be honest, whatever the fallout happens, I can't really do much in this scenario. And I don't
Problem
like the way
is that once you start making moves like this, other people can also make moves against you.
I know that. I just didn't see the idea that Maya would give a fuck other than enjoyment, I guess. But like I said, this is a hole Fiona's digging herself into.
She does have a thing with fucking with me. So.
Look, I just know that if Nathan was able to get unfucked, as we've been calling it, I don't know if he would have been happy about the situation. And it feels like we're just steamrolling past that. The fact that this is just people being told and ability-wise being made to conform to someone else's ideas because it was easier for her
I'll be
or
honest,
nicer for her.
there's no dialing the clock back on Nathan.
No, there isn't.
Just let her have her fun at this point. Or at least
God, I
he
hate it.
seems happy. Even if it's not the way you... Listen. What you have with Jay is very special. And most people don't get to enjoy it. You'd
I
count
know.
yourself lucky for what you have.
Look, I do. It's just I'm on land and I'm seeing my friend, seeing people drown, and but you're right. Whatever happens, it's not on me. Ugh, God, I hate it. Fine, fine. I'll stop. I don't have to look at it though.
No. Fine, I'm sure you'll get to go to John and Celine's place and we'll have to see these two there.
Yeah. Just keep her away from me.
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Smile and nod. Yeah. Fiona, as you walk out of that room, there's Leon waiting for you, kind of cross-armed on the other end.
Hi, Leon. Nice to
Yeah,
see you.
nice to see you how are the phase? Maya doing good?
Yes, she is.
But when you're done, like, playing house with your new boy toys, you can actually start working?
Right. Yes. Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Get in touch
Be
with
on my way.
Get in touch with Christina and figure out when the fuck that meeting's on.
I will do.
Remember though that as Yulakama walks away, remember actions have fucking consequences.
Yeah, I'm aware. But thanks.
As yeah, he's just gonna walk away. As we'll be able to walk out of the club. There's the several messages from Christina that 2 days old that pop in now.
Fiona will call Christina.
Fiona, darling,
Hi.
how's it going?
Could be worse, could be better. So
Better, could be worse.
yes. How you holding up?
I'm doing very good. Just had a very productive meeting with Ashley's boss. So I think there won't be any more misunderstandings. We're all after the same thing here. Really.
Amazing. Anything from Ashley?
No, nothing from her. I don't actually have a way to get in contact with her. I mean, that's the issue. That's the issue. She dropped her phone. I can't exactly call her with her own phone.
And her boss does not know where she is.
I did not ask. I figured that he would talk to her. You must understand, I was at his bar. I didn't want to push it.
I understand.
It's a very important thing, not pushing something when you've already got what you want.
Yes. Not pushing it. So what's the plan now?
Okay.
Any word from Rebecca?
Has there been any word from Rebecca yet?
Literally like 3 days though.
Yeah, I just didn't know how
it's
how
not
long.
been that long. No.
Cool. No, nothing from her. I mean, to be fair, we will have one point of contact when we go there that's not related to her, which very useful. But no, until I get the word from her that she smoothed out our entrance, I don't want to risk it.
So, anything planned for today?
Oh, not really. I mean, I might do some. I don't know. I might hit the streets. Just keep in touch with the local community.
Would you mind if I'd join?
Absolutely. I don't see any problem with that.
Amazing. Just shoot me a message where you need to go.
Yeah. So as Christina will send you the message. She'll send you the location, that is, to where you can meet up with her.
Got it. So it's a girls' night.
Yeah.
Just like old times.
Want to be the two of you?
Oh, I don't see any reason to include anyone else in this.
Could torture him though.
Now, Grunt, who could I torture right now?
There's only one. Could call Colton Maybe put in the plan when you get to Mount Vernon.
You
before
know, you're so right. I'm gonna text Cole. I'm going to tell him, send him an address for a location, and basically just tell him, if you're free, we could meet up a bit, discuss what we're going to do when we get to Mount Vernon.
You know what, Grunt? Am I busy? I could
No.
be trying to be no. Fuck.
Why would
Maybe
you
other
be
people
busy? There's not that many people in this town to be busy.
You're not meta grudging me, are you, Tim? You're not.
I'm looking at tomorrow. I'm looking at tomorrow bleeding out on the car. Like I would say carpet, but you had the good sense of plastic down. I'm feeling like
It's why it's in your best interest to just go along with what I want.
Oh. Listen, we're working together. You would never hurt me. We're working together. We're partners. No, I guess I can meet up.
Good. See you then.
Grunt. Why?
Yes.
Why? Can't even say you didn't do anything.
I literally did nothing.
You dangled the treat in front of Zaz, and
I
Zaz
just
took
reminded him of his options.
All right.
Can't believe it. I'm reminding people of what they can do, and you are so upset at it.
I really do feel like I'm getting meta grudged right now.
I'm looking at my friend bleeding out on the floor, and I'm concerned. Can't blame me for that.
I could take it personally. And anyway, stop stalling. Anyway, Grunt, they show up, right?
Yeah, where would you like to meet? Where would you like to have this little small get-together?
The old coffee shop, you know?
Yeah. Very fitting place. As you meet out, it's in the evening. You find your old table, just sit at it.
As Christine, as I can assume that both of them arrive, and so at times they're saying, sorry, I forgot. I completely slipped my mind that I had a prior obligation here.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Well, anyways, you two have been very hard to get in contact with for reasons. But luckily, I have actually been working on the investigation. You know, the very important investigation that we are all interested in. Now,
Yes.
of course, yes. Okay, so I have a point of contact with the Cardinals, the group Ashley's affiliated with. I think it's their leader. I'm not too sure, I'm going to be honest. But at least he's a high-ranking man. He's a high-ranking member, and he will be. I have given him the information we've already gotten. You know, out of a desire to. Well, it's for the best that we open this relationship with trust. I hope you all don't mind. Of course, if you did have a problem with it, it would have been great if you had told me that before the meeting. But alas, here we are.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind.
Very good. How's Nathan, by the way?
Great.
That's good. He was also out of contact, and so is Trigon. Is he all right? He does have a bad habit of disappearing.
Yes, he has, but now he both fine.
It's wonderful to hear. Wonderful to hear.
How's Claudia doing?
She's wonderful as always. But
Glad to hear
so,
that.
what is going to be what's our first move going to be when we get to Mount Vernon? I personally think investigating the this Carla. You said that's what her name was, right, Colton? I think that would be the best thing to go with because, well, the Victor man, there's nothing actually tying him to it beyond the fact that I think he may have had a meeting with Trigon. But there's nothing else. There's nothing substantial there.
I think building up our reputation once we get to the city is probably our first goal. Get a name for ourselves so people are willing to talk to us.
Of course. And luckily, I have been working on that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So do we know
Appreciate it.
anything about who is there in town? What supernatural is there?
Imagine that's going to be what Rebecca's help is going to be with. And, well, I did, in fact, tell Graham a little personal something about the destiny that Ashley has. She's in, I don't think she's going to be very well off in the next few days. So he owes me a favor. And, well, I can imagine I can also get information out of him if we want to expand our contacts outside of what Rebecca alone will provide.
All right. Sounds good.
So, what's
Of course,
Ashley's destiny? Mind sharing?
Apparently, she's going to be, she is going to be dragged underneath the waves by a sentient monster wrapping tentacles around her, and the waves are probably a metaphor. Anyway, it's bad. It's not good. But anyways, I don't really care about Ashley, though. I passed along the warning simply because I was feeling the spirit of cooperation.
Well,
Right.
hopefully we don't get dragged into whatever that is.
Considering Ashley's likely to remain a point of contact, I think we will.
Amazing.
Which, of course, Colton, I am happy, and you too, Fiona, I'm happy to also, if you desire to, if you want to talk with this Graham fellow as well, he's a very nice man. Like I said, Fiona will likely be our main contact still going forward. I think this is some sort of training mission for her, but it would still probably be good for you to touch base a bit. Knowing people's always a good thing.
Yes, that is true, yes.
Good. So consider it a favor.
Yet another one, yes.
How many are you owing Christina here?
I stopped counting.
That's nowhere. I don't think that's important. It's only 2 right now, but I don't think that's important. We're friends, are we not?
Yes, we
And
are.
and sharing information is part of the spirit of cooperation, Christina, right?
Yes. Which is why, what happened with the 2 of you were gone for so long? I mean, I did possibly, maybe... Listen, when I found out that people were missing, I got a little suspicious, and I passed it along, as my job is, information gathering. But I would really like to know what happened. What did happen in the court?
I fulfilled a favor. You know how important they are in our society.
They are. They really are.
After that, I can't tell you what happened.
I mean, I now owe favors.
Colton, you can understand who I am. Then you want me to exchange information, but you don't want to give me information. So let's just call it a favor, and it will be easy.
Hold on. He holds up oh, damn it. Tamara just beat herself. That was the winning move right there.
No, I just called. I'm fine. I'm here.
He holds up a finger. Tomorrow, what favor do you owe? For what?
Did I say you can't call a favor for what you just told them? I'll be honest, Christina, there's nothing for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If he just says no, Christina's just seeing if she can't just fucking get him to agree to it anyways for no reason.
Yeah. No, he took what you said very literal in 4 seasons of if you want to keep it a secret, don't tell you.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's fine. At the end of the day, it's fine. You'll get your meeting with Graham, and you'll have to ask him yourself. I don't feel the need to particularly hold your hand in that conversation. I think you'll get along with him protecting mortals. I think he'll like you more than I think he'll like you well enough, actually.
I hope so. I'm getting a reputation for the sheriff of the town. So
maybe he'll appreciate that.
Maybe.
I mean, do you have like boots and everything and a hat? And a sheriff badge? If
No.
not, I'm gonna get you some.
You should get some.
Don't worry, Fiona. The second you give me a hat and a badge, I'm going to get your boys some matching collars.
Fine, yeah. That's fair.
I do thank you for that information. I think that tells me everything I need to know, actually.
Thank you, Colton.
What, are you telling me you weren't dating Nathan?
Colton, you're not very good at this. She was having fun with Trigon, but only Nathan was collared. Now they both are. That's a difference.
Damn.
You just said it, Colton. You're not very good at this.
I was speaking metaphorically.
No, you weren't.
Yeah. You were. So, anything else we need to talk about?
As
Now
you'll get a message from Rebecca. I guess we'll informing you that the meeting is for the end of next week, and that apparently some other than the local and like influential individuals, and there's gonna be present a very big shot from Chicago. So be on your best behavior.
Interesting. As Christina will share that. Meeting's going to be the end of next week. Apparently, local bigwig from Chicago is going to be there, so don't fuck it up. Looking at Fiona when she says that.
Noted.
Any information on who that might be?
Christina's gonna literally just say, "Is your relationship with her that bad that I have to talk to her for you?"
No, I just didn't know if she sent you anything about it, but I can find out who that would be.
Good. I already have to hold Fiona's hand. I don't want to have to hold yours too. I only have 2 of them. And Claudia already occupies one of them.
And with that, I'm gonna head out. I don't think you need me for any more of that conversation. So I'm just gonna go find out who that might be.
Have fun.
See you later.
Cool.
What? Yes, Fiona?
Would you mind some company?
Looks at her for a few moments, and then says, "No, not at all."
No, because it was a lovely time, but I'm gonna spend, friendship thing and such things. I'm gonna spend some time with Colton. Have a lovely day.
Have a lovely day.
Both get up and leave. Walk out of the coffee shop.
So thanks for sharing.
It's not really my job to keep your secrets, Fiona. I'm sorry.
No, but it had to be that.
Fucking lol, Lamau.
I didn't know it was supposed to be this big secret.
It wasn't, but I mean, it's Christina. If she knows, everybody else will know.
Are they in trouble?
No, they aren't.
Then are you in trouble?
You know, Harper probably wants to kill me.
You are fucking her friend. After he's been tried to be cut loose like 3 times, I don't know how to help you with that.
Yes.
He just exhales and rubs the back of his neck. Listen, Fiona. Work aside, it is good to see you again.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you as well.
I'm sorry
Good
I
to see
wasn't
you.
under better circumstances.
I mean, it can't always be awesome and great. But at least I have a familiar face I can hopefully trust. So I heard you got a contract with Maya. Or some sort of contract.
Yeah, it's kind of a long story, to be honest.
I mean, I got time.
Me, Ellie, and Ashley, after we broke into hell to rescue Claudia, we went to the spring court. Well, we came back and she disappeared. I ignored the angel's orders to rescue her, so in a panic hurry, I went to the spring court. Ashley and Ellie came along, where I was possessed, for lack of a better word, by an angel, and I killed the Spring Fae Monarch. And shortly after that, Claudia came and stabbed me in the back and took the angel's soul. It was all... And after that, a couple things happened, but mostly thinking I was about to get murked the second I left the Fae court. And when that didn't happen and I wasn't contacted and I was all alone for a couple months, it was nice, I guess, to have something a little bit more stable. Because, well, you had your boys. Apparently, Christina had Claudia, and Harper had Jay. I was just alone, figuring out stuff. And, what they say, ports and storms, drowning men in boats, whatever. And we have been connected for a few months now. There were a couple other deals, but you kind of see the fruition of one of the deals I made with her. We were going to install her to stop the Fae process, so Ellie and Ashley got cured at least. And I didn't see him since I didn't see Ashley till just the other day. I don't know where Ellie is.
Okay.
So forgive me if I'm a little distant. I don't trust many people anymore.
Understandable. I mean, a lot of people only think for themselves. Me included. I mean, sometimes just it's not worth it.
Does keeping them around make you feel better?
I mean, it makes you feel better than knowing they're with Maya. Yes.
No, I mean before that.
I mean, I really liked them. It felt amazing with Nathan, and I started to build feelings for Trigon, so that was a thing.
Oh, we're just two different people. I, if I cared about somebody, I don't know if and I knew I wasn't what's best for them, I wouldn't have risked them by being stuck with me. Just not how I am, but they seem happy.
I hope they are. I really do hope they are.
It's not my call. I don't judge.
But I mean, Nathan got mine unfucked, so that's a thing.
That's something. I'm happy you finally broke that. At least it's his choice.
Yes. I mean, he now knows everything. Seems to be fine with it.
That's something. Hey, Grot,
Hmm?
do I have, because Sky said she was doing some work in Chicago, do I have any way of contacting her?
I mean, yeah, you have a phone number.
Okay. I'm going to text her, see if she can meet up
At the moment.
when she has time.
Yeah.
Is there anything particular you wanted to talk about, or just catch up?
To be honest, I just wanted to get away from Christina. But just spend time with you.
I'm not going to have like an angry hellhound and a demon just pop out of nowhere saying, "Why are you talking to my woman?" and just try to kick the shit out of me.
I would hope
Right.
so.
I hope that doesn't happen because I just wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. I don't want to get either of you hurt, so no.
Listen, Christina is a lot, and I'll be honest, The safest thing you can do is make it so that you are vital to her success. And don't ever tell her anything personal.
I mean, I tried to not tell her that Trigon's in as well. It's not my choice, but well, yes. I learned not to tell her everything.
I don't know. The seeing into the future, that's new. I don't know how to get around that. But for now, just seem vital to her goals so she can't make it, so she can't screw you over.
Yes, I gotta work on that. Because now she's the thing that keeps me going. I mean, without her, last mission would probably have gone to shit. So she now got me on the leash for now, so...
If you want to get through this, don't worry about what Nathan and Trigon are doing. You're no help to them if you can't save yourself.
I guess you're right. I'll keep it in mind.
Please do.
Yeah.
So are you...
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you just fucking, or are you really having a relationship?
It's complicated.
What does complicated mean? Do you like her?
Yes, I like her. I just have a little bit harder time opening up. The last person I cared about, it didn't work out too well, so I'm adjusting. But there is a clause in our, we'll say, relationship.
You mean the clause where she can have other toys?
Yeah. Did you ask why?
No. Just wait. But it's a good
Right.
question. Why? Why did you agree to that? I mean, if you like her...
Because I could die. Because in the grand scheme of things, what you, her, Fiona, Abaddon, Rebecca, all have in common is that you have people, and you will all live, unless something happens, forever. And I could die tomorrow in a car accident, and I would rather have some feeling of warmth while I'm still on this earth and not feel entirely alone than, well, waking up every day and not having any stability. Much nicer to wake up next to somebody than it is to wake up alone.
I mean, that's fair. Don't judge you on that. I mean, if she makes you happy, I'm fine with it.
For now, but you know, I listen, there will always be other things that are important. I understand that.
I mean, they always are. But We can't just be miserable every day.
Yeah.
So, gonna call Rebecca?
Yeah, I'm debating. I'm probably gonna have. I want us to be on a better footing, so I'm debating whether renegotiating our deal, make it a little less heavy-handed.
How you planning on?
I don't know, more parties, territory, find people willing. I don't know, whatever she can come up with that seems more equitable.
It's worth a try. But we just don't make it worse.
I could always make it worse. I don't know, Grant. Is there a shoe coming my way? I'm waiting.
Next session.
Next session. I don't have to work. Is Rebecca busy? Can she have a meeting?
Not right now. I'm sorry, Tech. In case you've noticed, there's a player missing, so...
Damn, I'm sorry. I just listen. She's about to get like tentacled by Ursula. I'm not too worried. I don't know what to tell you.
It's so nice that the giant, dumb, shock octopus monsters from the first Hunter game got work.
Damn, I almost forgot about them.
Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
No.
No.
We will part ways. We'll be ending that session here.